Hi YouTube, it is day 5 of my master cleanse. It is 2 o'clock and July 4th, so happy July 4th to the Americans, I guess. I had a hard time last night, and I'm starting to recognize that my nights are my hard times. I'm fine all day, doesn't bother me. 5 o'clock hits and I'm just freaking pissed at the cleanse. And I think that had a lot to do with me working out of my home. I feel very isolated already. I don't talk to a lot of people. I don't see a lot of people except when I'm out in the community. And my husband and I have had some issues going on, and I felt very isolated from him. And to have our Friday night, which is traditionally my time to make a nice supper and us to sit down together and kind of spend time with each other, which we haven't been doing a lot of lately for various reasons, to have that taken away from me, I was pissed off. I was so angry. I was like, screw it, I'm not giving up my one chance to hang out with someone. I was angry. But I got through it. And I didn't... Okay, yes, I kind of did cheat. But I don't look at it as cheating, and I'll explain why. I still baked supper for my husband, and one of my huge hobbies is cooking. I like to cook. I like to experiment. And I decided last night to make him for dessert a coffee cake, a rhubarb coffee cake, and I was so frustrated that I couldn't taste what I was making to know how it turned out, because cooking's my hobby, and what do I want to do later? Do I want to add to it? Do I want to change it? Do I want to change the recipe? Is the recipe no good? And I was so frustrated that I couldn't just taste it to know how it turned out. So I had like the teeniest little chunk of it, and I swear to God it wasn't because I was craving it. It wasn't because I felt like I needed it. I just wanted to know how it turned out, and I decided it needed way more spices next time, and that was it. So that was my cheat, I guess. But I don't count it as cheating, because mentally it wasn't like I was craving it and I wanted it. I just wanted to know how it turned out and if it was a worthwhile recipe later. And it was neat putting something in my mouth and not craving it. Like I've said before, I'm a huge sugar freak, and I wasn't craving it. It was like, okay, let's move on. So yeah, I was definitely angry I wasn't sitting down with my husband and sharing that kind of food ritual, but it wasn't the food itself that I was upset about. I was more upset about that comfort level of spending time with him and that being our ritual. And so, oh well, next weekend I will have that ritual with him again, so that's what I told myself. And last night and yesterday was the first day I've not had a headache at all. I've gone 24 hours without a headache, which is amazing. I go without headaches in my normal day-to-day life all the time, but since the cleanse has started, and every time I've tried the cleanse, I've always had a headache. I didn't have one yesterday, and I don't have one today, so I'm pretty excited about that. And I do have lots of headaches in my normal life, so I'm hoping that whatever is getting out of my system will help reduce the headaches that I have when I'm not on the cleanse, so that's one good thing. So yeah, it's already 2 o'clock, so my day's gone by so fast today. I went to the farmer's market and bought tons of plants that I found on sale. So I'm going to spend the rest of the day in the sunshine gardening and getting my herb plant garden going again. Oh no, I crushed one! And that's all I really have to report. Except, well, there's one more thing. I ran into a bunch of articles this morning about the Master Cleanse, but they weren't positive. They were very negative reviews of the Master Cleanse, stating that you're putting yourself into starvation mode. When you get off the cleanse, you're going to gain all your weight back plus then some. Your body's going to be eating muscle mass to account for the protein you're not intaking. You're going to get weak. I didn't know how to feel about this because I do like science and I do like statements based on fact. And on both sides, it's largely anecdotal, it seems. On one side, everyone loves the Master Cleanse and it's great for them and it does all this great stuff. And on the other side, there are people who have stories about bad things happening. And I was really frustrated because I don't want my muscle mass to be reduced. I know that my body will use my fat cells as energy and detoxify, but there's a part of me that really wants to know where my body is getting its protein from and if my muscles are being affected, because I don't want that to happen. I've worked really hard to keep my muscle mass up, so I'm going to do more research about that. It's been bothering me all day. I don't want to do anything that's going to hurt my body. And out of curiosity, I went back on the scale today, and I'm still at 130, 131. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that yesterday's saltwater flush didn't work. I drank it and nothing really happened. So my thoughts are that my body retained that salt, and when you retain salt, you also retain a lot of water to account for that. So my body's probably retained quite a bit of water over the past couple of days. So I'm drinking lots of water today to hopefully flush that out. And that's about all I have to report. I was playing with the idea of going more than 10 days, but I think I've decided yesterday and last night that I'm more interested in going the 10 maximum, and then from there just spending the rest of my summer investing and working on eating properly and exercising properly, because once the end of August hits, I'm going to be working for 12 hours a day. I've got a 3-hour commute and an 8-hour day, so really long days, and a full-time student finishing off my degree. So I would like to spend this time learning how to eat better, because once August hits, I'm gonna be needing all the help in the world I can get to have good eating habits. So that's kind of where I'm at, and and that's all I have to say for now. And I hope everyone's having a great weekend, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Bye!